Molly and a proud mum Sarah join me in a moment. But first, let's remind ourselves of that fantastic performance.
Really don't have the time. You got one night only. One night only. That's all I have to spare. One night only. Let's not pretend to care.
You're kind of faultless.
Just blow me away.
I like you because you've got soul.
There's Simon Cowley, his tangerines. We'll talk about that in a minute. Molly joins me now along with her mum Sarah and showbiz journalist Dan Wooten. Of course, congratulations.
Thank you.
That was amazing. And you've been singing, for all of your long life.
Yeah.
You've been singing from she was a baby, really.
Yeah, she's always been around the house making loads of noise, but it's been about the last 3 years that she sort of decided I love singing and took it more seriously.
And you really wanted to do this, didn't you?
Yeah, like I was watching the show and I said to my mum one day, I think I can do that. And it was right at the end of the show where you can get an audition leaflet.
Right, they tell you, yeah, of course.
So I thought, can we apply for one of those? And we did, and then it came through the letterbox like a few weeks after, and we were like, oh wow, I've actually got a shot at doing this.
That's brilliant, absolutely fantastic. What's been the reaction of pals and all your friends and your family?
Well, everyone's been really supportive. They're all really excited for me.
I bet they are. Now, I know you knew that she could sing, that your daughter could sing, but when you saw her up on the stage and the reaction of the crowd and the judges as well, that must have been incredible for you.
It's just been overwhelming. I'm just so speechless about the reaction she's had. You're into these competitions, like everybody else, thinking, you're wanting however many chances of getting onto the TV.
Absolutely.
There she was. It's just been such a fantastic response.
And you don't strike me as the kind of typical pushy mum. In fact, the very opposite you are. Which is actually good. She's here because she wants to be, and it really wants to do this, doesn't she? Molly wants to do this.
Molly didn't want to do it. She's got no issues. We just want to keep her grounded and.
Oh, you're a very sensible mother. We like to hear this. It's good. But you love it, don't you?
Yeah, I really.
You could tell that. You could absolutely tell. Where does that big giant voice come from out of that wee tiny girl?
I don't know.
It's a massive voice, isn't it, Dan? It's incredible.
Yeah, it is. And I was actually at Molly's audition and at the Hammersmith Polo, and I have to say I was blown away on the day. Actually, in person, it's even stronger than on the telly.
I mean, it is amazing. It is what they talk about, raw talent. You just wonder. Once you get more experience under your belt, once you do all of that. But this is what you really want to do, isn't it, Molly?
Yeah, I want to be a professional singer so badly.
Right.
It just makes me feel really special and happy. It just makes me feel comfortable with myself as well.
Oh, that's brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I'll tell you what, there was another act that was on, another very, very young person that was on, little Malachi, and I have to admit, Dan, I felt very uncomfortable about this. I was really worried about this little boy because they sort of stopped it, went straight to a commercial break, clearly to keep us watching, of course, it's a TV show. But I'm glad he got a chance to do it again.
Well, there's a big debate about this, actually, because Sarah Tether, who is, of course, the children's minister, has come out and said that actually she disagrees with what happened with Malachi. But the thing is, his mum has actually come out today, his mum Tony Ann, and said actually Malachi pestered her to let him audition. And Malachi himself has now just said, look, it was a nerve-wracking experience, it was just a bit of stage fright. And of course, Britain's Got Talent, the show, has also come out to say that they have stringent procedures in place any time a child does audition. So I think it's a difficult one. Maybe they shouldn't, but the thing is I think, as we've just seen with Molly,
she wants to do it.
Kids want to do it, and they're so talented. So I think it would be a real shame if
I'm just glad he got another chance to do it. It would have been horrible if that had been it. And then that would have been right, he's off the stage, away he goes. I mean, at least he had a chance to do it.
And wasn't it just lovely to see Alicia Dixon rush up onto the stage to comfort him? And all the judges wanted to make sure that Malachi was all right before he was given that second chance. And it was his choice to audition again.
No, that's true, but I'm just glad he got that performance.
Definitely.
It's a scary thing. You did very well, actually. It's scary, scary thing.
She was a one-take wonder.
I know. It's brilliant. Who else did you like? Who else caught your attention?
Oh, well, I wouldn't say I liked her, but I was intrigued by Geisha.
Oh, scary.
Yes.
It was like watching one of those Japanese horror films
Yes.
that are really frightening.
And she was, of course, the 28-year-old performance artist who did this bizarre rendition of Humpty Dumpty where she ended up on the stage dead.
Yeah.
And what was interesting for me is it was such a feel-good show, Britain's Got Talent, on Saturday night. This was one of the only cases where the judges actually buzzed.
Yeah.
But then they decided, actually, we'll put her through for entertainment value alone.
I know, I'm not sure. Do you really want to go see that when you're out in
No.
the evening?
I have a feeling she's not going to make the Royal Variety performance somehow.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Very strange. Who else? Who else?
Well, there was the new school dance troupe.
Oh, they were
and
cute.
They were very cute. Simon Cowell described them as the St. Trinians of
I thought they were
dance
great.
troupes.
They were really
And
good.
I think, though, the standard is so high after diversity.
I know.
You know, but these guys were the ones that came the closest to me from Wales, aged between 9 and 14, so that gives it an extra edge, I think. And the fact that they were in their school uniforms, it was a really cute
It was very
quirk.
good. Now, what was all this about Simon Cowell guzzling away? Because I tweeted, because he was eating a tangerine.
You spotted this.
He never stopped guzzling.
Well,
the
Lorrain,
whole
he
time.
must have seen your tweet because he actually responded to say, for those of you who want to know,
We do.
like Lorraine Kelly, I was actually eating tangerines, sweet, so not sour tangerines, and a lot of blueberries. I have a feeling this is all part of Mr. Cowell's fitness regime. You know,
Right.
He always
The
wants
body
to
is a
keep those years
temple.
off. Yes.
Perhaps trying to stop smoking. You never know, because he used to have a wee fly.
I somehow think that's incredibly unlikely, knowing Mr. Cowell.
It was great stuff. It really was. And thank you. And good luck.
Thank you for
Good luck.
having me.
Well, she's so gorgeous.
Love
Gorgeous
her.
girl. You've done a very, very good job. Good job, Jill. You really have. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks, Dan.
Thank
And
you.
after the break, will she be back on the X Factor